Okay, why don't you listen on up? I'm going to sing a song about some heroes that, whether you know it or not, we all owe something to. Some time ago, the world was changed when two hobos made a claim to fame. They formed a league to call their own, the League of Extraordinary Murder Hobos. Are the bandits and scoundrels giving you grief? Are they taking your food, so you've nothing to eat? Do you need some help taking back your land? Then send for them now and they'll give you a hand. There ain't a land they fear to roam, and there ain't a place that they call their home, but they can keep the monsters far away. So send for some murder hobos today. The murder hobos will have your back. When you send for them, they'll be there in a snap. Just yell out loud and don't be shy. Murder hobos assemble, you'll cry. Thanks. Thank you.
Last time on the League of Extraordinary Murder Hobos. After finding the frozen tiger and unlocking the secret passage at its feet, they found a large underground meadow with a stone mansion. The half-dragon wizard revealed himself after capturing the hobos in order to sacrifice them to create an orb of summoning. In classic murder hobo form, they beat the socks off the villain till he died. What new terrors and challenges await the hobos? Listen in and find out.
Welcome back to the LOEMH. We're here joined today by...
Hey, I'm Osros. As you can see, I'm a half-elf warlock. I've got shoulder-length, greasy, unwashed brown hair, and... What's that smell? That would be me! I haven't had time to wash the blood, sweat, urine, tears, feces, dirt, oil, tallow, entrails, garbage, and booze off of my clothes or myself in quite a while.
I'm Tiny the Tipper. I am a 6'5" Minotaur rogue, and unlike my companion, I'm not quite as smelly, but I imagine I'm, I just probably smell like a cow, to be honest, guys. And that's about it.
So, like, just about as bad as Osros.
No, I don't think anybody smells quite as bad as you do.
Personal opinions aside, I am Mordecai, a human fighter. I'm about 6'6". I have black hair except for a single silver stripe with dark gray eyes.
My name's Yuto Daiki. I am a 5'4" kitsune with golden brown long fur. My quest is to go find the bastards that came in and killed everyone in my village, parents included. And I joined the League in order to accomplish those goals.
And you look like a human. I'm playing Thokk. I am a tall half-orc barbarian, and I'm gray-skinned.
I'm Magnar. I'm a hill dwarf, about 4 feet 5 inches tall, and I'm a cleric. I heal stuff.
All right, so let's get started. You are all standing on a plane of darkness. The sky is lit with countless stars, but all you can see is a void before you. You hear a young girl's voice from behind you. "Help me," she whimpers. You turn and see a beautiful young girl, and she's floating in the air about 100 paces away, with her arm outstretched as if she's trying to grab for you for help.
I'll help you! I'll do it!
I'll save you! Get back!
She's wearing nothing but a white cloak, and it
needs healing.
Flows with her red hair in the darkness.
Oh,
God, we're going into my magical realm. Let's do this. I can heal her.
As though there's wind blowing, but you feel no breeze. She grasps at her chest in pain, and then you see a spray of blood. Where her hands were, you see an opened wound.
Ugh.
Now she needs healing.
Hey,
still in
Magnar, go for it.
I'm going.
As you start to move towards her, you see gauntlets pierced through her chest from inside. Her body starts to float to the ground as her chest cavity is ripped open.
Now I'm into it.
I don't think
as
that's
her body
exactly
hits
how
the ground,
works.
A dwarven king starts to emerge from her chest.
Now I'm
Yeah.
really into it.
That's
As
what they
blood
called me in high
flows
school.
from her mouth and she gasps her last breath, you see the figure, a dark figure wearing ancient armor with blue eyes that glow, matching an aura that emanates from his body. The crown bestowed on his head is full of dark emeralds. He holds before him a maul and a wand. He raises them and the ground shakes before you. Roll for initiative.
Osros rolled 14.
17.
21.
Well, that's not fair, but I rolled 19.
Thokk rolled a 10.
17.
Hey guys, how did we get to this magic plane?
Yeah, how did we get to this magic
Where are
plane?
we right now?
I went to
Doesn't
sleep.
matter.
What the hell just happened?
I went to sleep in my bed.
There's a dwarf in front of us.
So we're going to start with Mordecai. You're about 100 paces away, which is 40 feet for you.
I'm gonna move forward 30 and await hostility.
All right. Yuto?
I'm gonna run straight up to him. My normal is just 40, so I'm gonna be right at him, and then I'm gonna use my quarterstaff, regular, not versatile, and try to whack him upside the head.
All right.
Oh, maybe 23,
23 will hit.
9.
All right. What kind of damage are you dealing?
This would be bludgeoning.
Magnar.
I'm gonna move forward 25 feet. Be a friend or foe?
He makes no response. His eyes are just glowing, and his presence is just emanating that blue aura as the ground shakes.
Does he look like my kind of dwarf?
Well,
I'm a hill dwarf.
a hill dwarf? He doesn't. He doesn't look like any type of dwarf you've ever seen before.
Alright, I'm gonna ready an action. It's gonna be magic missile. And the trigger is gonna be him attacking one of our party.
All right. Tiny, go ahead.
I am gonna move forward 20 feet and then pew pew with my bow. 16 hit?
No.
Okay.
And then he's gonna go. 13 skeletons start to raise from the blackness around you.
Holy fuck!
Osros.
There's a lot of skeletons up in this bitch.
What's going on?
Well, this just became a bit more of a predicament.
On your guards!
Are these skeletons like menacing, or are they trying to attack us?
Are they spooky, scary?
Or are
They-
they just hanging out?
They're starting to form. They look like they're shorter than a human, maybe even like a dwarven size as they start to form and crumble forth from the blackness.
Ugh.
As a dwarf, I'm offended.
In that case, I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
And Thokk.
Are any of the skeletons within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, they're all around you in a circle. Your party was grouped together, and you started to. Some of you have headed towards this ominous figure, and as you did so, the skeletons are forming just, within 10 feet in a circle around your party.
Are they snapping in unison?
They are not.
I'm gonna move up to the closest skeleton and I'm going to attack.
All right.
My
Roll for hit.
regular attack with the great axe. 11.
Hits.
14 damage.
What type of weapon are you using?
Great axe.
The skeleton crumbles before you. All right. Back to Mordecai.
Did any of the skeletons appear within 5 feet of me?
Yes. There's 2 of them. One to your left, one to your right.
And before my turn, I'd like to blow an attack of opportunity.
Go for it.
With an 18 hit,
18 hits.
8 damage.
The skeleton crumbles before your might.
I'm gonna go ahead and take out another skeleton, hopefully. 22 hit,
It does?
9 damage.
Alright, that one also crumbles to the ground.
And because enemy was reduced to 0, I'm gonna take an additional attack as a bonus action.
Sure. You'll have to move to hit something.
I shall move within range.
Alright.
There's a 12 hit
It does.
and 10 damage.
Okay. That skeleton crumbles to the ground also.
Mordecai, you're fucking awesome!
And now, back to Yuto.
Alright, so I want to try something here. Since bludgeoning really didn't seem to do too much, I want to shift into my full-on kitsune form, and I want to go in...
Bludgeoning seemed more effective.
Okay.
Against these porcelain skeletons.
Pretty much everything that hit so far that's bludgeoning has killed
against
something.
the dwarf.
So they're skeletons rising, right? So
He's
it's
Right,
attacking.
but I'm-
piercing
I'm not
damage
attacking the
is
skeletons.
not as much to hit because they're skeletons.
I'm
but
not attacking
bludgeoning.
the skeletons, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So, again, shape-shifting, and then I'm going to use my bite,
I
which
never
is
get used to that.
piercing and finesse.
Sure.
It's certainly weirding me out right now. That dude is now a fox.
Oh yeah?
Three-tailed
You
fox.
gonna break this fight up early?
19 to hit?
19 does not hit.
Alright, then I failed. I do have an extra attack, though, so I'm going to try and go at him again. I want to try and bite for the arm with the wand.
Okay.
23.
That'll hit.
All right. 8 damage, and I'm going to go ahead and blow a Kai point and go in for an unarmed strike with my paw, if that's allowed.
Yeah, go ahead.
28,
That'll hit.
12. Another 12 damage.
Okay, so total being... It's okay, I got it. All right.
So when I went for the bite, did it hurt him more, or did he drop the wand, or is he holding
he
on?
did not. It doesn't seem like you're hurting him very much. He's a pretty resilient guy there standing before you.
Good to know. I end my turn.
Since you're closer, you can see that his skin is gray, that there seems to be some rot before him, like he's eroded from time.
Oh, so this is probably going to taste really disgusting then.
Yeah, probably not great.
What exactly would it taste like?
It would taste like rotten flesh.
Disgusting.
Oh, how surprising. Rotten flesh tastes like rotten flesh.
Well, I didn't realize this was a undead.
Well, you are closer now.
Biting range.
Yeah, right up in there. You can smell them.
I guess I should have tried doing that before going in. Lesson learned.
So back to Magnar.
Magic missile!
Magic missile hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
I'm going to cast it as a second level spell. And I'm going to target 4 of the skeletons. one for each of them. All right. So the first one is going to do 2 damage. The second one is going to do 3 damage. The third one is going to do 5 damage. And the fourth one is going to do 4 damage.
They're all gonna crumble. You've destroyed 4 skeletons.
Magnar, you're my hero.
Yeah, I'm useful. That's my turn.
Alright, back to Tiny.
I am going to rush forward and use my goring rush to try to impale the Dwarf King, Roddy
Okay.
Flesh McGuy. That dude, you know.
Careful, he tastes disgusting.
18?
18 will not hit. Alright, and I'm
Good
gonna
rolls.
need everybody to make a constitution save.
His flesh tastes really bad.
It's distractingly bad.
Very distractingly. I might vomit.
Everybody that got above 17 takes 15 points of necrotic damage. As a poisonous gas fills the air. Everybody that failed the save takes 31 points of damage.
17.
Yeah, so you
Oh.
save. You take half that.
Oh, man. I don't know what that was. That's disgusting.
Don't
Everyone
worry,
be
guys. You'll
more
all right,
careful.
I'm sure.
Be
And
more
then
careful than you already
the
are
remaining
being.
6 skeletons are gonna move in, and each one's gonna swing at you. So
Who's you?
Everyone. There's 6 of
all
us
of you.
and 6 of them.
Osros does a nat 1 hit.
It sure doesn't.
Alrighty. Tiny does 5 hit.
Nope.
Mordecai does 11 hit.
Was he already within my range of combat?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm taking that to no.
No.
Alright, and then the next in line, Yuto. You get hit.
Let me guess, he crit.
He did.
I'm gonna die by a skeleton.
Yuto's going down.
Death by skeleton!
I think you're about right. You take 2 damage.
Oh, that's so bad.
Well, that's how it goes.
Hurting.
Does
really
anyone
bad.
need healing?
Uh,
Just
we-
throwing it out there.
I
all need
do.
healing.
I
Thokk,
need it
that's
right
not
now.
gonna hit you, and then Magnar does a 13 hit.
No. No, it
Alrighty.
doesn't.
Now it goes back to... Then it's Osros' turn.
I would like to move way back. As far away as I can, which is 30 feet.
And where were you standing when you moved back?
Right where I was when this whole deal started.
In my bed at the end.
So I'm moving 30 feet back, and then I'm casting Eldritch Blast. I'm
Alrighty.
going to cast it at the Dwarf King.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit him?
It does not. In fact, it hits nothing. It goes whizzing by in the air behind him.
Fuck! Sorry, guys.
Like fireworks.
Thokk!
I am going to kill the
Perhaps if
skeleton.
you did something about that stench, you might be able to aim better.
I'm going to kill the skeleton that attacks me.
Okay. Are you?
Yes. Hits for 17,
That'll hit.
14 damage.
Okay. It also just
Bone
crumbles
dust.
at your feet.
And then I'm going to take my move, and I'm going to move to the skeleton that formed near Osros, where he was standing,
Okay.
and I am going to try and intimidate it so that it'll attack me.
Sure.
Intimidation is 6. Hey, you, over here.
The skeleton doesn't seem to notice your approach. Alright, Mordecai.
Is there anything right around my person?
You can either fall back to hit some of the skeletons, or you can continue in the path you're going to attack the dwarf king that's appeared before you.
I'm gonna go ahead and go after the Dwarf King. And just for good measure, I'm gonna expend a superiority dice to increase my hit.
Okay.
Good thing I did that. 7.
Your attack is going to glance off his armor.
Then I'm gonna take my second attack. Blow another superiority dice. 28.
28 will hit.
And then I'm gonna blow a superiority dice to add to my damage. 15 damage. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to hit him with the other side of my glaive.
Go for it.
Does a 20 hit?
It does not. All right, Yuto, what are you doing?
I'm hurting really bad, so I'm actually gonna retreat 30 feet. And as I'm running away, I'm gonna cast Produce Flame. So I'm gonna have 2 blue flame balls floating on either side of me.
Okay.
And then when I get back 30 feet, I'm gonna launch them at him.
Sure.
Does a 7 hit?
A 7 does not.
I'm gonna use my extra attack to try and remedy that.
Sure.
20?
20 will not hit.
Damn it.
Again, your balls of fire go flying into the void of the darkness until they're out of sight.
Well,
Kind of muddles into the stars in the background as the light glimmers away.
I guess I'm just gonna make sure I'm kind of without of range of any skeletons and then just lay down for a little bit and lick
Sure.
my wounds.
Magnar.
How many skeletons are there left?
5.
5. Well, I'm gonna target 4 of them with magic missile again.
Go ahead.
Blow a second spell. That's all my second level spells, guys. Doing all I can. The first one is gonna do 2. The second one is gonna do 2. The third one is gonna do 4. The fourth one is gonna do 3.
All right, 4 more skeletons are going to crumble around.
Woo!
There's only 1 more skeleton left before Thokk.
Just want to make sure that they're all the ones that are nearest to Yuto. I mean,
you killed all but one.
I only generalize
Sure.
skeletons, so
So-
it's up to you.
Tiny, go ahead.
I am going to use my horns to try and shank the little dwarf man with my horns.
Okay.
Pretty much it. I'm not gonna do that. No, the whole 8.
You're going to lower your head, I presume?
Yeah.
All right,
so
you're gonna-
we're getting ready.
You're going to run right into the back of him and just kind of hard stop against him like you're hitting a wall.
Okay.
Then he's going to do 2 things. All right, so everybody within 20 feet is going to make a constitution save.
21.
20.
All right, you both save. So you're both going to take 10 necrotic damage. And then he's going to go ahead and head over to Thokk, who's pretty darn close. And he's going to swing at you
Not
with
before,
his maul.
Shield
not
is
before
gonna
he
proc-
passes my
Okay.
reaction.
So as he moves, go ahead, Mordecai, make an attack of opportunity.
23.
23 hits.
13.
All right. And what type of weapon are you using?
Halberd. Right up his broadside.
You hit him right in his, because he's moving away, in his shoulder, and your halberd lands solidly against his plate mail. Then he's going to... Thokk, does a nat 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
No!
But when it does, I'm going to cast Shield as a reaction and Wild Magic procs.
All right.
Yay! Wild magic.
Your wild magic procs,
Yes.
and a deafening bang affects everyone within 60 feet. All those who can hear it must make a save versus your spell casting, which for you is going to be...
0.
It's Charisma. I'm a sorcerer.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead. All right, it's going to
14.
be... So anybody who doesn't save against the 14,
Nat
What are we
20.
What are we adding?
it's your charisma modifier to your save.
Oh, sweet. Alright. I'm good.
I saved.
Did anybody fail to save? So everybody was above your
14.
14.
Yep.
All right. There's a loud, deafening bang. All of you hear it, but nothing happens.
That was loud.
That was not deafening, but it was loud.
I did not
How
need
awkward.
that.
The Dwarven King is going to swing at Thokk and land a solid hit for 20 necrotic damage with his maul.
I am down.
No!
Oh! Thokk falls to the ground at the
We need him.
Yeah.
Dwarven
Thokk,
King's
get
feet.
up. What are you doing laying down?
Well, sometimes you just gotta take a break.
All right, Osros.
I'm gonna back up another 30 feet and cast Eldritch Blast again.
All right.
Does a 17 hit him?
It does not.
Well, I'm at least another 30 feet away.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Mordecai.
Well, I'm gonna declare the use of my Great Weapon Master. I'm gonna take a -5 to my roll to hit to increase the damage by 10. But I am also gonna blow a superiority dice to increase my ability to hit after moving forward.
Sounds solid.
To chase the target that left me after I thought we were friends. 11 hit.
11 does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna continue on with my regular attack. There's a 20 hit.
20 does not hit.
Then I'm going to use the bonus action and swing with the backside. Because I am upset at myself.
Swinging and missing. It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Crit.
Alrighty. So go ahead and double your damage roll.
14.
Okay. And that'll bring us to Yuto.
I guess I'll get up and try my produce flame trick again.
Alrighty.
23 hit.
23 does hit.
Wonderful. So that was 5, and then 7, so that's 12 damage. And I'm going to go and use my second attack. So that's 12 damage total for the first time, and then I'm going to use my second attack to do the same thing. And a 19 will not hit.
Okay.
So that ends my turn.
Alright. Now it goes to Magnar.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Thokk.
Okay.
For D8 for 7 HP.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Tiny.
Since I'm having absolutely no luck with my horns, I'm gonna go ahead and come up behind him again and try stabbing him with my daggers. And hopefully I hit something this
Go
time.
for it.
Probably look at your target when you're attacking.
You know what?
Ducking your head down.
Sometimes
doesn't
I
always
just
work.
don't like to look. Sometimes I just like to
Sometimes
rush
that's a
in.
really bad idea.
Well, you know what? You could shut up. Still not gonna hit. I hate this dice tonight. This is really bad rolls tonight.
Alrighty. As you're approaching, you swing prematurely, just glancing the back of his armor. He's gonna go ahead.
Yeah, let me see that.
Well, he is a
Maybe I'll
small
try to-
dwarf, so it
cast
is
the
rather
spell.
hard to hit him.
Huh?
He is a small dwarf and you are a minotaur, so
That's
it's a
true.
bit
It's
harder
kinda
to hit
like
him.
just
Osros, as you're running away,
2
he's
whole
gonna
feet
cast
on
a spell at you. He's gonna raise his hands and
Basically,
produce a
impossible.
ball of fire that comes flying at you. Go ahead and make a dex save.
11.
That's gonna fail.
yay for low rolls.
You're gonna take 24 fire damage
I am
as a ball of fire explodes around you.
down.
Oh,
Guys,
okay.
I am on the ground dying right now.
Osros is almost 60 feet away from the guy.
I'm more than.
That's right, and he threw a
I'm
fireball,
I'm like 105 feet away from him.
and now he's taking a nap.
And now I'm dead.
Not dead, unconscious.
Yeah.
On your
For
next
now.
turn, you get to roll a save.
I'll probably fail that the way these rolls are going.
All right, and then he's gonna go ahead and turn to Mordecai and go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
9.
He gazes at you in a menacing way. His eyes, glowing blue, feel like they're overwhelming you.
I feel a fear I have not felt before in my life.
That's true. And you are now paralyzed for 6 rounds. He's gonna raise his wand into the air, and a black smoke is gonna start filling the void around you. Go ahead and everybody make a dex save. The gas starts to fill all of your lungs, and you feel the life draining from you as you choke and collapse to the ground.
Cool.
You gotta
we're all
hold it
dead.
in your lungs to get really good. You know what I mean, guys?
Everybody go ahead and roll a d20. Magnar
All right, 22.
and Mordecai
Not one.
and Osros.
18.
Tiny,
19.
Yuto,
21.
and Thokk.
19.
All right. Did anybody get below 15 other than
Mordecai.
Mordecai rolling in that one. You are gonna be petrified with fear for 20 days.
The rest of your life.
The rest of you wake up in a cold sweat. With a feeling of terror like you've never known. It feels as though
God,
you've
what was that?
experienced death itself, and you just feel a sense of impending doom.
Where am I right now?
And who peed in my pants?
Someone seems to pour
am I
mashed
in-
potatoes
am I
down
in
the
the
back
tavern?
of my pants.
Brown mashed
Am I in the tavern? Is
That
that where I
smells
passed
pretty
out
bad.
last night?
You are all wherever you choose to have left off. You wake up in the middle of the night in this cold sweat. It's about 2 a.m. You can go back to sleep, or you can go seek fellow adventurers. You just do as you may.
Hey, is anyone else here next to me?
Thokk's there. I'm gonna head to the bar.
It's
that
up
was
to
a bad
you.
dream.
Oh.
It's literally up to you. Anybody, you always, the night before, you all went to bed in whatever you were doing. You either went to a tavern, you passed out at Ma's, you did what your character would do.
I passed out at Moz. Is anyone else in Moz?
Thokk passed out in Maz as well.
I'm in a room in the tavern, or at the inn.
And I'm at Maz.
I'm in the inn.
Hey guys, I just had a dream, and you were there,
And
Tiny,
you were there.
and you were there, Thokk. Did you guys have a crazy ass dream just now?
Actually, yeah, it did. And you were there, and he was there as well.
Yeah, I had the same dream, and I died.
Yeah.
Kind of sucked.
Let's forget about this dream with alcohol.
Yeah, I'm never mixing whatever I ate last night and whatever I drank last night ever again.
Yuto.
Wish I could remember.
Yes,
Yuto, you're alive.
I do believe so. Although, it seemed real enough, that dream.
You had a dream too?
Yes, we were all fighting some dwarven thing. I remember biting it. It tasted really bad. It was undead, I believe. Pretty sure it was undead. I could still... I gotta get something to drink.
Let's go to the inn. Or the tavern.
Ugh.
Whatever.
Go to Maz.
Let's go to Maz.
I think
Wait.
that's a good idea. Wait, what did you dream?
Don't worry about it. I don't want to talk about it.
So how many of you woke up in Maz, and how many woke up else places?
3 of us woke up in Maz.
And you two
In
are
the
sharing
inn.
a tavern
Hmm?
room? Like, you guys are both in Maz?
No, we just met outside.
They were at the inn.
Of the inn.
Okay.
Yeah, we were at the inn.
We're in the inn, but
Okay.
walk out of your room and then see each other.
Kind of needed fresh air from that
Yeah, exactly.
horrible experience.
So you guys are in Maz,
Yeah.
Osros, Tiny, and Thokk. And Magnar and Yuto, who had met up outside the inn, go to seek out their companions, who they assume are in Maz, because that's how they do.
We just need a drink.
All right.
We don't know where they are.
All right, you just go into Maz for a drink. And as you enter, you see your fellow members of Unit 221.
Hey,
Hey, everyone's still here.
Hey,
why would we ever leave? This place is free. Also, why are you guys here at this hour? You guys left not too long ago to go to sleep.
yes, well, oh god, I had one
Mom!
horrible.
Give me one.
Make
One of
that,
whatever strongest you've got.
make that two.
I don't think Maz
As
here,
you-
but I got some
No, she's
rum.
behind the bar, and she's mostly hammered. But she motions for a large man from the back to carry out a large casket of ale to fill your drinks.
Hey, George.
Not George.
Henry.
Still not Henry.
Are you sure you don't want this Babe Ruth?
What's a Babe Ruth?
It's candy, but never mind. You just go get our drinks, please.
Hey, where's Mordecai?
He's not with you?
No.
Yeah, we thought he was with you.
He might still be at the inn.
He could have just, he could just be at the inn.
Well, fuck it. I'm still drinking.
All right.
All right, Fred. More drinks.
And after that nightmare, I need to get hammered
All right.
and
Drinks,
get this horrible taste out of my mouth.
drinks come to the table, and you guys drink until dawn, unless anybody's going to head to bed before that.
Who can sleep
Well-
after something like that?
What do you mean? Something
Yeah,
like that.
Do
That
you mean?
horrifying nightmare.
You had a nightmare too?
Yeah, I think we established it between Tiny, Thokk, and myself that we shared a nightmare. You guys had a nightmare where we all died fighting some kind of dwarf undead monster man.
I didn't want to talk about it, but yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Now
I
that
still
you put
have
it
the
that way.
taste in my mouth from biting him.
All right.
I'm
It's
gonna say that
really
that might
bad.
Be, someone might be playing a prank on you, dude.
I sure hope not, for my sake.
I didn't wake up with any odd tastes in my mouth, but that was horrifying.
Indeed. Yes. So the sun's coming up then?
As dawn breaks, Farley enters the room and says, "Group 221, the lieutenant's waiting for you." And walks out.
Farley!
Hey, Farley.
He turns around and waves and says, "It's good to see you too. I have business to attend to. You guys have a great day," and walks away.
This was really
Oh, good old Farley.
Time out,
Punctual
that was
as
really
always.
loud. Farley's back!
And gone.
Bye, Farley.
All right, so I guess I finished the last of whatever I'm drinking, big ass cup of ale, and head out to the courtyard where I assume the lieutenant will be waiting for us.
Ma, I'll take a mutton joint to go.
Ma! Is this stuff supposed to get me drunk?
Nothing's ever good enough for your lot, she cries. She passes some more ale to you.
Don't judge
some more
me.
meat to Yuto.
I grab the meat and take a huge chunk out of it.
I'll put it on your tab.
Down the
What do
remainder
I
of
owe?
my drink. Thanks, Mom.
More than you're worth, that's for sure. She slaps you on the shoulder with her cane.
Thanks. Tip you a gold for that one.
Picks it up and presses it into her wrinkly bosom.
I'll pretend I didn't see that.
Alrighty.
I don't need any more nightmares for the night. Day.
Bye, Mom. Bye,
Whatever.
Adam. I'm going to join.
I just
Osros.
walk with them, eating my food.
Nobody responds to Adam.
Are you guys going too?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the square, the lieutenant's waiting for you in his usual spot.
Hey, it's the lieutenant!
Lieutenant!
What a sight for sore eyes.
Hey.
Group 221.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well-
Lieutenant Dan?
It appears most of you are here. We have a new mission for you. The local trade master, Eljanar, has asked for your help specifically. Please report to him in his manner as quickly as you can. Also in the night, your comrades, Cinder and Mordecai, were found passed out, unconscious in the street and unresponsive. They're being treated at the local temple. You should stop by and see how they're doing.
They're probably fine.
They'll
Just
be
another
okay.
night of drinking, as usual.
Nothing I can do.
Where's Iljanfar or whatever his name was?
Eljanar lives on the south side of town in a large manor. You can't miss it. He's the wealthiest person in town.
Sounds like the opposite of me.
Then you
So
should
just
recognize
look everywhere
it
where you
easily.
wouldn't go.
Oh, that whole side of town, opposite of Ma's Tavern and this garbage?
You might want to dust yourself off of that additional crust you have at the base of all your clothing.
My protective crust?
Yes. Just to look at least a little bit more presentable to the nobles.
I don't know if they know the value of a good protective crust. It took me a long time to build this up. Why don't we head over to that big-ass house over there?
I'm all for it.
Sure.
So the party ventures south. As you approach the manor, you recognize it immediately. It's large, well-built, large enough probably to maybe live about 40 inside this home. There's well-dressed men moving about the yard, taking care of the land. Man at the door recognizes the emblems that you wear on your chests and beckons you inside.
I wink at him and go in.
As you approach the door, he opens it and welcomes you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate everything I'm sure you'll do for us.
Are you Eljanar?
I am not. I am
Take us
just
to
a simple
Eljanar.
servant. Right away, as you command. He leads you through a nice, very fine hall decorated lavishly. Fine tapestries as many of you have not seen.
I notice the distinct lack of protective crust.
The size of this manor sounds like he's compensating for something.
Osros, you see those things hanging from the walls? Those are called tapestries. Please refrain from blowing your nose or wiping your face on them.
And clean any of my protective crust off? You crazy man?
As he leads you through the entry hall, you find yourselves in a dining room with a large table. He beckons you to have a seat as he will retrieve his master.
I hope he retrieves some food as well. I'm still hungry.
Are there any vases around with flowers in it?
There absolutely are all over the place.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up a flower out of the nearest one and start eating it.
I don't
Get
believe
food
those are
wherever you can, I suppose.
the appetizers.
I'm a goddamn cow. I can do whatever I want.
You do you.
And I'll do me, and we won't do each other.
So a short time
Probably.
after the man exits the room, this man of small stature, round in shape, looking of great wealth, dressed in fine garb.
How tall is he? Am I taller than him?
5'4".
Damn it.
He's wearing fine jewelry that drapes from his neck, many gold rings. He comes in and he's followed by a woman who's dressed equally as decadent, only wearing one necklace and one ring of many diamonds. She's dressed in all black with long dark hair. She follows him as he takes a seat at the head of the table. He sits down, and servants immediately come in, setting the table, pouring wine. They place boar before you, along with fine cheeses. The man welcomes you and says, "Thank you for coming." He's obviously distraught.
What race?
He's human. He's just short and fat.
What's the matter, Panda Bear?
You gonna eat that?
I am Elginar, and I have asked you to come here. I thank you for coming. I have heard of your great deeds, and I am in desperate need of your assistance.
I'm in desperate need of that boar that you placed in front of us.
I want to reach over and pull a leg off of it.
That's great. You absolutely retrieve a piece of that boar. It's meant for you guys to eat, drink, and be merry. It's him welcoming you into his home.
I grab one of those hunks of cheese and squeeze it into my wine.
I look like I'm about to throw up.
I don't even know what that means. It's not Minotaur cheese. You could have some.
No, from a cow. I take offense. How dare you? I'm gonna eat more flowers. I'll teach you. Serve for cow cheese. How dare you? This isn't California. I'm not happy.
Does this need to be like Charlie?
That's still disgusting.
I'm hungry.
Elginar chokes out that his daughters have gone missing in the night, Naja and Thea, and he asks for you to help with their return. He explains to you that him and his new wife, Kalala, are just distraught over their disappearance. They know that it's more than them just running off and having fun, because their maids were found murdered.
How were they murdered?
Dark fast.
They were stabbed, clearly by daggers, and demonic symbols were drawn in their blood. One a 9-tailed whip, and one of a skull with drops of blood dripping around it. Anybody want to roll for
religion or history?
whichever one's higher?
8.
You know nothing.
I'm still too hungry.
21.
21.
I rolled an 8, but with modifier for history and religion, it's a 7.
Thokk, you know nothing. Osros?
Osros rolled a whopping 10.
Osros knows nothing.
Osros climbs up on the table and lies down next to the board.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I'm gonna try to pull a leg off of that Osros.
Not cooked yet.
Tiny and Magnar each recognize one symbol each. Tiny recognizing the 9 tails as a symbol of the god of pain, and Magnar recognizing the skull with drops of blood circling it as the symbol of Belial, the god of murder.
Oh, great. My secret's coming out. Thanks a lot.
I recognize that symbol.
Well, what is it?
The skull with all the blood. That's Belial.
Elginar looks in horror at you as he covers his mouth. Say it ain't so!
I'm afraid it's so.
And there's only more bad news. The other symbol, well, it's the guy, he's a god of pain, and we put the two together, and it's really not looking good
This
for
is
you.
not looking good for your beautiful young daughters, I hope.
He weeps as his wife looks seductively at you over his right shoulder, as though she's trying to seduce you.
Wait.
Is it
who-
working?
Who is she looking at?
The group,
She's glancing between the lot of you. Go ahead and make a charisma check.
6.
She's infatuated with Tiny.
20.
12.
We're doing a charisma
18.
save or just a
Just a charisma check.
Alright, 12.
Who got the 20?
I got 18.
She spends most of her time looking at Tiny, also glancing between Osros and Magnar.
I take a bite out of the board that's laying on the table without like pulling meat off it, just bite into the whole thing.
She bites her lip and looks back at you.
I'm eating this board, I don't even know.
Oblivious.
I take this as a challenge and I go ahead and start eating off the board directly.
Like animals.
You forget which one is actually one.
You guys gonna kiss eventually? Like you're gonna reach the middle
Yeah,
of the
I'm
board?
gonna start at the snout, he'll start at the rump, and we'll work our way to each other.
I'm just gonna bite directly through the middle.
The whole time I'm
That's
rubbing
where all the good
cheese
stuff
on the
is in
board.
the stomach.
Elginar, who is confused, but still clearly distraught, says, You must hurry. I fear for their life. I have heard that they're not the only ones who have gone missing.
Well,
I want to deep throat the chicken, the boar leg,
and,
looking at his wife seductively.
what do your daughters look like anyway?
As Magnar deep throats the chicken. Roll a charisma check or a constitution check.
23.
You successfully deep throat the boar.
Thokk is gonna take a minute and
Elginar's wife
drink a
is
little bit of
clearly impressed and brushes her hair over her right ear.
I'm gonna investigate the area for any other weird signs, cause Magnar deep throating right now is kind of weirding me out, not gonna lie.
Alright, you only see a fine dining room with seating for 22. The table is right now a little less than half full, but the servants are filling the table as though everyone was there.
And I had asked for a description of the daughters.
Right. The head of the manor, Elginar, pulls out paintings of them. They look identical. They're twins, and they look just as the woman in your premonition or dream had looked.
Oh, baby.
Oh, shit. And I just stop eating and I look at the pictures.
I stop eating and I look at Elginar and wink, with meat hanging out of my greasy gob.
Elginar is confused, and he says, "What is going on here?"
I also say, after glancing at the paintings, like, yeah, she was in that dream.
What dream?
My wet dream I had last night, Elginar.
I'm just gonna... Nope.
He starts to turn red with fury. My daughters are missing, and this is how you talk to me!
You called us, bro.
I may interject. My friend here isn't very good with his words, unfortunately for him. You may also notice the crust stains on his clothing. He is not well
It's a
taken care
feature.
of.
It is a feature. How dare you?
But by wet dream, we mean that, or he means, I should say, that we
I had a
were
nocturnal
all locked
emission.
in a battle. A very bloodied battle. And your daughter, or at least one of them, was killed by this thing we were fighting, this dwarf.
Roll for charisma.
13.
He believes you, but is still bewildered. And as he sobs, he spits wine and boar from his mouth upon those closest to him.
That is pathetic.
I care only for my daughters in this life.
I want to look at his wife and wink.
Roll for charisma.
12 or 11. Sorry, 11
With modifiers?
with modifiers.
She's still looking at Tiny.
Awesome. She was looking at me, deep throating that meat.
She was!
Yeah.
We should look at the spot where they were killed for additional clues.
Well,
Perhaps.
we know
They
where the
weren't
maids
killed.
were killed.
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't know where the
Or-
whereabouts of the doctor.
maybe where those symbols were left then for additional clues. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm very unwise
I think
and
they would have
unintelligent.
cleaned the room and
Have you cleaned the room with the
Dis-
maids?
disposed of the body.
No, we sent for you, the investigation squad, in hopes that you could find them.
We'll do our best. Show us to the room with the maids.
Elginar is gonna retire to his study as his wife follows him.
I
And-
pick up the head of the boar and carry it out with me.
Do you want to sever it, or are you just gonna, like, hopefully the rest of the board doesn't follow it?
That second one.
Roll for strength.
It's a big boar.
Nat 20.
The man who greeted you into the manor beckons to show you to their rooms. As you all follow him, Osros grabs the boar by the snout, pulling it off the table, making a great calamity and mess.
Finally adding this protective crust to this house.
Does Elginar stop to look at it?
No, he's already out of the room.
Okay.
You could call to him. The doors are
Nah,
closing
I
behind
didn't
him.
want to call to him, so it's cool.
His wife's even closer because she's following him.
Yeah.
So the main doors, as he leaves to the study, close. The servants come to clean up the mess immediately. And quite a few of them are looking at Osros like, what are you going to do with that?
I keep biting it. I'm gnawing on it like an animal as
So-
I carry it.
So you,
I'm carrying the spore like it's a large baby, and I'm just chewing on it the whole time.
Getting grizzled.
Kind of slobbering
juice
a
all
lot
over
because
you.
my mouth isn't closed at all as I
A
look around
nasty
at
fucking
whatever is
animal.
going on.
the man who led you to the house looks clearly disgusted and appalled by your behavior, but leads you up a stairwell across the hall and into the room of his daughters.
Now we're getting to the good stuff.
Well, Osros has got me beat on the animal.
Excuse you.
As I chew on the boar.
I'm just gonna kind of shove him a little bit. Yeah, just.
Clearly, they're in distress right now, Osros. The least you could do is turn around while you're eating the only food these servants are ever going to get.
What kind of posters are up in this bedroom? Is there any
Posters?
like band posters or anything? These girls' bedrooms?
There are fine tapestries,
Some iCarly
as well as
here.
some fine bedding covered in silk sheets, some oak desks with a fine quill and parchment upon it.
Does the parchment have anything on it?
Most of it is blank, but there's some framed that has an autograph from a well-known bard.
Is the bard's name Cinnabon Sweettooth?
It is.
I'm a big fan of that guy.
Thokk is a big fan of that guy as well.
He's very well known. Most people are.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see any books or anything in the room?
You see books on basic study of
Is there-
agriculture,
Is there like a diary of
the
some
common
sort?
language. You do see no diaries out in the open.
Out in the open. I want to look further. I want to look around the beds, pull everything off of it, find whatever I can.
Right, you find nothing pulling apart the beds.
I want to investigate their clothing.
I want to investigate any drawers or dressers or desks that they might
All right.
have.
Tiny, you find very fine clothing, dresses that a noble lady
Nothing
would
would
wear.
fit you.
Nothing of the sort.
You're a massive.
A girl can dream.
Yuto,
Okay,
however,
you could sew like 2 or 3 of them together.
Yeah.
searching
There we
the
go.
desks, finds personal notes, memos, letters, and a diary of each.
What'd you find over there?
Nothing.
I go up and look.
Diary.
Roll a perception.
Gonna be 18.
All right, you see Yuto clearly reading diaries.
All right, Yuto, give me one of those diaries.
I toss him the one I'm not reading.
All right.
You actually see this stuff? Dear diary, today I saw Bethany and she was like, oh my god.
I don't
This
read
how
much.
teens really are these days?
I just got the book. I don't know. I'd have to look over it a few times. Any other books?
There's some personal notes and parchments in here. Might be part of what we're looking for. I don't
Gather
know.
everything you can find. There's probably a clue in there.
Okay. And I grab everything that I could find.
I'm gonna go ahead and award an inspiration point to Yuto.
Yay! I did a thing.
You gather up all of their belongings, their personal notes, letters, and the such, and they are now in your possession. Other than the one diary that you tossed to Magnar.
All right. Any books that aren't diaries that you were listing earlier?
Nothing other than basic studies, the common language, a couple of foreign languages, Dwarven and Elvish, books on basic arithmetic and agriculture.
All right.
Nerds.
Nothing I need.
I want to take the book on Elvish.
All right.
Could I-
What
You're
other
gonna have
language
to talk
books are
to
You're gonna steal
Yuto,
from potentially
who
dead people?
grabbed them all.
Really?
Yuto's in possession of everything that was in there.
Those are
drawers.
necessary. We
I
need
want to
those.
sleight of hand Yuto and steal the book.
Roll for sleight of hand.
Can I roll against it?
Absolutely. Roll perception.
17.
Yep, I didn't see it.
All right, so as Yuto has this big armful of stuff, a large minotaur walks up behind him, and he is unaware of the fact that she very carefully reaches just over his shoulder and plucks one of the books away.
Might need help with carrying all this crap. It's hard to see. No? Okay,
No, no, I've got what I need.
that's cool.
Not stealing from those who can't defend themselves. And I mean, you are taking on more than you can carry. Clearly.
I
Well, we need
burst
to figure
forth
out What's going on?
I
Where to
burst
find them?
forth from the closet wearing one of the dresses. And dancing around like a pretty girl.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, Magnar.
You are now wearing a fine dress.
And I am
do I
now
get-
going to have a second nightmare. One much more different than the first.
Perhaps one of those nocturnal emissions that he was talking about earlier.
I'm having one of them day-turnal emissions right now.
I don't need to hear about what's going on in your pants.
Your dress.
Gotta crust this baby up a little bit more.
Well, in lieu of that, horrible sight, I'm just going to actually go over to the bed and kind of toss and lay everything out and then see if I can notice anything of major importance.
I already tossed everything off the bed.
No, he's putting all the books and papers that he gathered up and spreading them out so he can look at them.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for perception.
18.
All right. You see amongst everything that's there several letters that appear to have been sealed by stamps of noble families.
Noble families. Okay. Well, they're still sealed?
No, the seal's been broken. The wax is split in half. But you notice that the letters were of
Royalty.
Could be of importance.
Okay, I
Nope.
take a look at
All right.
a couple of them.
You find that all 4 of the letters are betrothal letters of people willing or wishing to court the ladies of the house.
Well, these ladies were pretty popular with the boys. These are courting letters, so nothing really of major importance here. Nothing that'll lead us to said murderers, perhaps.
Are there any from one person in particular?
Who?
How many from each person courting these women?
There's one of each.
One of each? All right.
One of them might have seen the girls before they disappeared recently, though, so we should probably keep that in mind and maybe go start talking to these families.
When
to
I check the letters, are they dated?
They're all fairly recent.
So within a couple days of each other?
Couple weeks.
Or, yeah, right, snail mail.
Which is mail delivered by
Snails.
giant
Giant
snails.
snails.
As it's always been done in Halavera.
All named-
Falcons and pigeons are overrated.
all
And
named-
expensive.
Slow and steady brings the mail, as they say.
Is there anything else of importance of the parchments? If not, I'm going to flip through the diary.
Of the
to-
parchments, no.
Then I'm going to look through the diary, the most recent
Entry?
written. Yeah.
All right.
That's
all
the
of,
word.
all of the recent entries are giddy as a young maiden may
Don't
be
you have that book?
talking about love and
What
wants
did
and
you take?
desires,
The Elvish book.
but nothing of consequence.
So nothing that would lead to... Really, all this is just courting stuff at this point. There's nothing useful in this diary that I have.
Right.
Magnar, anything in yours?
Can I roll for investigation?
Absolutely.
Nat 1. I want to try harder. I
Well,
want to open the book and then investigate.
what's your
it.
passive perception?
14.
Okay, as you roll for investigation, you do notice the 3 dead maidens on the ground, the maids as they were that took care of the girls, and the bloodstains on the wall.
How
Hey,
could-
those are there.
How could we have possibly
step
missed
right
that?
into that. Jesus.
Well, we were already told that they were there.
I didn't notice them until now.
Clearly one is in the shape of a 9-tailed flogging device with bars and hooks on it, and the other in the shape of a skull with drops of blood bleeding around it in a circle.
Hey, it's those things we were told about before.
Didn't believe it till I saw it with my own 2 eyeballs.
Group is oddly specific about what they search.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even think about it.
Is it actually blood?
It is actually the blood of the maidens, the maids as they were, that were taking care of the young daughters.
What
Well-
about any traces of the women that were taken? Is there any like
Is there any
I don't know,
evidence of a
bloodstain?
break-in?
Yeah.
Trails?
Any forced entry?
Only the dead bodies. It's as though somebody came in through the night, murdered the people that were taking care of them, and escorted them out of the house.
There's no like bloody footprints or anything?
Yeah, leading out of the room.
There are?
Yes.
Hey.
How far out of the room?
Down the hall towards the stairs that would lead out before the blood tracks fade
It seems like it might have been
Each step, they seem to get lighter.
possibly someone that the girls knew, because there would have been sign of forced entry or.
Well, it's
some
on
kind
the
of
second.
struggle.
It's on the second story.
Mm-hmm.
It's going towards the stairs.
How many of the betrothing letters were there, you said?
4.
There was 4. We'll say each daughter.
so
for
8.
simplification. Yeah.
Or all 4 from the same people. So like, did each daughter get a letter from? You know
No,
what I mean?
one
Like,
of them was a douchebag and wrote to both of them the same letter.
That's what I mean. Like, are all 4?
Literally like a carbon copy. Like he gave no
Yeah.
shits and was like, I think you're the most beautiful person in the world and I would give anything to be your man. You mean the world to me. You are so beautiful.
Who's that from?
Travrakian Solmator.
Sounds like an important character. We should investigate that guy.
Why not? We got no other leads at this point.
Are there any clues to his whereabouts?
Roll, let's say an insight.
13.
9.
17.
10.
Oh, I don't care. My intelligence and I don't care.
All right, well,
I'm
Thokk
with the
don't give
group.
no shits, and
The-
Magnar dur.
The-
So the rest of you
Drew a blank. I don't.
I'm
recognize
for battle.
that
You
the
guys do all the
sigil
smart
in the
shit.
wax is from
Oh.
beyond the sea. But as far as clues go, you know you still have some party members in the temple that may be able to shed some light.
We should go talk to Magnar and Cinder. They might know something about. Excuse me.
Mordecai.
Mordecai and Cinder.
Magnar looks at you confused.
Hold on. We should go talk to Mordecai
Are
and
you
Cinder.
are you still drunk? Is that what that is?
yes.
Roll a
I'm
constitution
still
check,
drunk.
I think-
Osros.
I'm Magnar.
I think
Right
the
here.
crust has
I'm
gotten
asking.
to his brain at this point. The protective crusting is,
Protecting his brain from thoughts.
yes.
That's good. I
17.
need some of
Osros
that.
is sober, unfortunately.
Osros is a dummy. As he curtsies around and spins in his fine dress.
I don't blame you.
Wait a minute. What happened to the boar that you had? And I look around, and then I notice that
Don't
he
look
has
in the closet.
dressed the boar in one of the dresses, and it is just leaning against the closet.
She wanted to be pretty too.
The rest of the party, go ahead and roll for perception. Yep, you all see the boar dressed
16.
in the dress.
I want to pick up the boar and dance with the boar in our dresses.
I'm gonna leave now.
It looks lovely to some, offensive to others.
Tale as old as time.
Osros and the pig.
The pig and the boar.
I think we've gotten everything that we can use out of this. Let's go ahead and go back downstairs.
Cool. Costume change. Back to my regular crusty self.
Are you
as
gonna
we
keep
leave.
the dress? I'm not gonna lie, it's not a bad look for you.
I will pack the dress away.
All right.
All right, for the record, what color dress did you choose?
It was a 9-colored dress.
It was
It-
pink.
It was not. You shut your mouth.
It
You
was,
don't know. You didn't.
in my
grab it.
mind, it
It
was,
was salmon covered.
Oh, my bad.
Colored. Salmon colored.
Salmon.
Salmon.
It was a fine evening dress, flowing from waist to hips, busheling from shoulders,
Not a very
and
well
waist.
dressed.
Salmon.
made of fine
Salmon.
silk. It's not pink, it's salmon.
It's light red.
perfect. I'll take my ruffly salmon-colored dress.
Salmon.
Salmon? Anyways. We should go to that temple.
Probably. I'm already on my way.
And
Hey, wait, Magnar, hold
No,
up.
No.
does anyone know where the temple is?
Yeah, where is the temple?
You guys have been near it before as you went and visited the apothecary. So it's back up towards the blacksmith, north of town, but definitely west of the blacksmith.
Well then,
All right, then.
off we go.
Who's this temple to, anyway?
I'm gonna lead the way because I feel like I'm the only one with the ability to do so right now.
I guess you're headed out
With
with Magnar, who took the lead as he left the manor.
And I'll be in tow of Magnar.
You're in his toe.
Yes, I'm in his toe.
I've got little toes. I'm only 4 feet tall.
Pretty fancy.
What's that temple look like? Next time on the League of Extraordinary Murder Hobos. The hobos set out to find the missing twin daughters of Aljanfar, but not before checking in at the local temple to gather more information on the sinister nature of the twins' kidnapping. What dark mysteries lay before our hobos? Find out next time. Same hobo time, same hobo channel.